Good morning and welcome on top of the Good Morning Naija Extra show. My name Naija, the last one. How you doing this gaseous morning? Hope so everything do all right. You don't have breakfast, you never shop. Don't worry, calm down and just relax. After the show, you can fit to go and shop it. And if you don't shop, make sure so you don't drink enough water because you got to stay hydrated 24/7, especially this period that there is heat. Please, some of your long being, don't go and allow anything to you get normal. Welcome on top of the show. Of course, my name is Naija, the last born, and so on the show they always bring you better topic so that we can fit to discuss it together. Talking about discussion, not only me, they always chook matter for inside the topic. I always get guests we go follow me stay for inside the studio, and today no they different at all. See, she fine, bah. Hey, she can't get very beautiful smile. But first of all, what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about prejudice against women. So we will grab some more chicken break. When we come back, we go enter inside the matter, and I will also introduce my guest to you. Don't go anywhere. We will come back. Welcome back. Now still the Good Morning Naija Extra show with this, and my name Naija, the last born. I've been telling you, I get one very beautiful guest with me for inside the studio. She they do things that concern human beings. Of course, she's a therapist, general life therapist, and also a grief coach, or maybe I don't mix them up, grief coach and general life therapist. But any which ways, if you know say your hand no day too busy, help me join us together as I welcome Diana Qalu with a Q. With a Q. I like it. She just been very relaxed. I cannot fit to do too much. Don't stress me. She said Qalu with a Q. How are you, Mama?
Very well, thank you.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
And you have a beautiful smile.
Thank you.
I have a thing for smile actually. I think
really?
because I have a cute one too.
Your smile did very fine.
My smile did very fine too. When I hear, and I never tell me before. Okay, so we want to talk about addressing prejudice against women. That's now waiting. Whenever you hear matter about women, matters ask you that. How will they do you for body?
When I hear matter about women, they do me somehow for body.
Okay.
Because me and women don't work for almost 7 years now.
Oh, okay.
So I work with different age brackets of women. I get NGOs, so I work with different age brackets of women.
Okay. And
I don't see too many things, when concerned the way people they take and handle this woman matter. So the thing I just feel like I wish everybody would just come listen, come learn. You understand? Because women are gatekeepers. Okay? You understand? If you think I'm nobody for this life, see come this life without a woman. So woman, they very, very important. Okay? And she deserves to be treated as important. So the matter they really touch my heart and my body whenever I hear her.
You hear things about women, they always. So what can be the name of your NGO?
We Care Lekota Foundation.
Oh?
We Care Lekota Foundation.
Oh, We Care Lekota Foundation.
Yes.
And then they handle things that concern women.
Yes. Okay. And we get another one where the sister, what they call Sufficient.
Sufficient.
Yes.
I like that name.
SHE, Sufficient. That one concerns younger women to train them to be better than waiting them see for house to help them to become better people.
You know, say with the name Sufficient, I can actually imagine the things that happen for them. They make them grow up, feel so they enough for themselves.
Yes.
I get it. Yes. So moving on to the thing where we get to talk about today, addressing prejudice against women. If you want to define prejudice against women in your own words, what you go talk? How you go take to define them in your own words?
I go define them very simple. And what I go talk the same. Now injustice against women. How then they take mistreat women? The things that they do to women, we know they good.
Okay.
Yes. how people they take look down on women.
Bias,
Some
stereotype.
yeah, some places they go look women like say they know the important. You know, their words not just to be born pikin. But they say if you train a woman, you know, you've trained an entire generation.
Because
You've trained a
she pass
society,
on.
and by extension, you know, the nation and the entire generation. Because waiting woman gets, she just give her children. So in this topic, they address all the stereotypes, all the biases, all the things where, you know, then they do to women to make them feel like they are less than, you know, our men.
Okay. Make them feel say they did less than men. That is in every ramification.
In every ramification.
Okay. So if we want to make we push them, go front small. Where you go feel say this prejudice they come from? Share it they come from family based on in terms of upbringing and family, and then you know so you get some culture where they feel say if you never born man picking, you never born.
Yeah. So this prejudice comes from cultural belief, cultural ideology.
Okay.
It comes from family orientation. It comes from policies as well, because now these things will make up the society.
Okay.
The governance, the family, the culture, as people they do things,
And even religion.
and religion as well. Now, culture. When it comes to culture, so many cultures in Africa,
Yeah.
no, they recognize women. No, they recognize the impact woman they get in the society, right? If you bring them down to family, you get some families where you will see, then you believe say because you be woman. For example, you get a culture where I know say if you be woman and you be firstborn, and they born one man after you, automatically the man na him dey
Then be the
talk,
senior.
na him dey talk the things wey dey happen for the house. You na they just displace you. You no dey very very important, and I find that very, you know, very very disturbing, because e go dey breed sibling rivalry, whether you like am or not. E go breed sibling rivalry. The person wey God. So you can't. So wetin they tell us be say dem smart pass God.
That's God will send the girl first come before the boy. No know wetin.
No know wetin e dey do. You understand?
Yeah.
Then they make the girl now feel say, okay, since una wan make the boy be first, so yeah now, you understand?
Yeah.
It will breed some kind of resentment.
Okay.
In that setting.
Okay.
Right? The culture, some of these cultures, then they very toxic. Then the way that they take, like they want make another culture, because I dey work with women, so I know most of these things.
Okay.
Where when they want do meeting, they go send the women out. Woman no get, you know, waiting to talk for that this thing. Let's even bring it down to policy. We don't dey talk ban child marriage for a long time. The question be say, why they never ban am?
Because some of them some of the policy makers actually they do these things.
So you see what we're saying. This prejudice is going to linger for generations until even the men, because this topic concerns men. Because if you marry, you dey born girl, you dey born boy, you no want make them treat your daughter anyhow, abi? So it means that until the men can't join hands, say no, this thing where they talk not true. Can't say no, may we join hands for stop this thing, then it will be better.
So you talked about, say, if they, like for instance, the family setting where they born girl first, and then they come born boy, then they'll come they feel say the boy now actually get senior the girl because of gender, and probably say in get say part. You not feel say because as a woman, when you marry, you don't commot for the man, for your family. Do you understand? They marry you into another family. And then at that point, you don't become a member of that family. Even when you go your own house, your own family house, you go as a visitor.
Okay.
Not as a member of the family. Not as if you are not a member of that family. You are a member of that family, but you are more to your husband's place than to your own town. In fact, it even goes as far as just dropping your name. Although now for this generation, I don't they optional. Some they add their parents' name too. So you know, feel say that's the reason why they thought say, okay, for this family now the boy now gets to say, even if Nain the second born.
Okay, make I ask you this one simple question.
Okay.
So if this woman now we marry, come out, make we imagine say she get better money.
Yes.
She get better money.
Yes.
And you get something they do for their family.
Yes.
And I see they contribute the highest. Why they no go tell and say make she leave, make she no contribute that highest. Make she leave the money, make the one wey be the second one contribute the highest.
No, if the second born gets more money, I still believe say that if for still be the person will contribite more.
I don't believe that.
Why? I don't feel say when it comes to money, it gets anything to do with gender. But anyways, I just want. No, I'm just because it gets people where they watch us now, we go think that way. You get people who go argue that way because it gets some cultures. Of course, when we don't see and I know about it, go argue say, oh, when the girl don't marry, yes. But that now the boy go continue the family name.
But then at the same time, think about it this way.
Okay,
when a man. When our parents grow old, most of the time, now the girl house, they will send the mama or the papa make you go stay with because of that nurturing ability.
Okay.
But when the man gets married, he focuses on his family.
Okay.
So no matter how far the woman goes in her marriage, her eyes are still somehow, tilted towards her family. That's her immediate, or will I now call it extended family, because of the nurturing capacity or ability that she has. You understand? So I don't think say this thing where they say, okay, because the woman don't marry. A woman where you train very well, they get enough, self sense of responsibility towards her family.
Of course, that's true.
Do you understand?
Yes.
She know they ever completely because say she married, she don't come out,
of course,
her eyes away from the family.
Yeah.
They always stay there. So why they say, okay, she go stay there, she go do everything, but then you will still displace her.
So I just talk that because I know say get people where they think that way. You know, mean say na so I do think. Do you understand? And of course, I still don't hear people where they talk say na girl picking be picking. All children are children, but their argument they always be say, man, they carry comot go give another woman, give the woman family. But girl, they collect from the other family. They bring here. It will bring it to our own family.
But this narrative now, no, they very popular.
You know, they're very popular, but I know say get people who think that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so make we also talk about this prejudice for workplace, for religious houses, because it happen, and even for professions, because you get some professions where they feel say women. Hold that thought. Hold on. We need to go this break sharply. When we come back, we'll still continue on top of the show. That's still the Good Morning Naija Extra. Don't forget, we'll talk about addressing prejudice against women. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back. Welcome back, my good compound people. We're today on top of the Good Morning Naija Extra on top Wazobia Max TV. My name Naseyene, the last born. No ask me that I be last born, I be last born. No even ask me that I be first girl or last girl. You know, concern you just leave her like that. Okay, so we're today on top of the show. I will talk about addressing prejudice against women, because whether you accept it or not, this is actually a thing. It has been a thing before we were born, and if we don't fight them now, it will still be a thing even after we don't come out for this world until Christ parents. You get it. And I know they're alone for inside the studio. Of course, my beautiful guest today with me, Diana Qalu, with the Q.
Yes, sir.
I did just I don't go forget that one. Okay, and before we go to break, I will want to talk about this prejudice for workplace. Of course, we don't talk about them for family, not also forgetting that even for family, sometimes when they focus on the women cooking more and staying in the house, they are training the women and leaving the sons to do anyhow, forgetting that these sons are going to be husbands.
That's your point. It's very salient, it's very valid, because they always talk, say, they train girls
to be wives,
to go marry untrained men. You understand?
I snap to that.
They train girls to go marry untrained men. And I feel, say, everybody, this particular matter, everybody got to put hands together. You understand? To train our boys, our men, to be emotionally intelligent.
Very, very
which
important.
Which is what is lacking majorly. You understand?
Most men.
You know, you go train the woman, you do all the work, and then you go now carry and go give man. The only thing is you get money, yes.
Provider.
Yeah, waiting else. Not the only money.
That's like that.
Not the only money where you get.
Not only money that they look now, provider.
Not the only money where you get money.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
You know it's fine. So even the one where we now money go make money. Now money go make her fine. You know they think any other thing.
Yeah, I get.
Where you know character. You know, I think everybody should put hands together. Make we train our boys. Character development. You understand? First train them in, you know, the roles of the man. Let them know what their duties as men or boys. Likewise, the way you're training the girl. You understand? If we do that, our society will be better. And it will reduce the number of, you know, broken homes where we see. Because the truth be say, these broken homes we see like this, see, family na the smallest unit of the society, but na the most powerful unit. Now, if family they work, society will get better. Think about all these people everybody where you they see where they do anyhow for streets. Okay? Person born them. Yes. Then come from one family. Whether the family no complete or incomplete, but the sharp came from somewhere. So if we pay attention to character development, especially for the boys, since the women own or the girls own, we don't do it for generation. So it's almost like we know what to do. But for the boys, most times, you know, say many boys for their house, then they train themselves. Yeah. You understand? When the boy do something, I beg leave him, he will find a way, he's a man. I beg no cry, he be man. I beg, you know, and these boys are left alone. And so I sometimes think that thing, the resentment, the way that they take eventually treat girls, now lack of attention where they know
get when they're small.
When they're small. Now they make them, when they marry, can imagine somebody where they 30 years. He never receive any kind of attention. He just know say them born and he be man, then tell and say, oh, you be man, you be man, be a man.
No show of emotion.
Act a man. Do this as a man.
You cannot cry. As a baby.
The next thing, you carry and go give person. Make you marry the person. Then you suddenly expect, say this man go just begin show love
from nowhere.
Who teach am? Okay. And before you know it, the home go break. For simple thing wey as parents, if you put your eye down,
don't address am.
For that address am, you know. I know they talk say make you over pamper the boy, because he get time where he go need the man. But make him acknowledge him emotions. That one dey very, very important. Because think about it. Somebody who cannot feel, cannot live, actually. You will be coasting, but you're not actually living. Because if you can't, like, feel stuff, you say, man it up. Don't. To heal from something, you have to feel it. You understand? To know that there is something, it's like having a boil. hand fit dey pain you.
Okay.
You go just dey feel, ah, this hand dey pain me. But until you recognize, ah, this boy this thing na the reason why this hand dey pain me like this.
Know, right?
You understand what I mean? Then you now say, okay, as I don recognize say this hand dey pain me like this, wetin I fit take, you see,
to heal am.
You are bringing your awareness to that thing. If you say, abeg, make e dey there, nothing concern
when you don tire, I go heal.
You go still dey pain you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, something needs to be extracted from that thing so that that thing will go down. Now, so many people dey waka around, then they waka around like say, you know, something dey pain them, but they have never settled down to think about that thing because that thing no teach them. So back to the point, if we as parents, okay, fit train our boys, okay, we go help to change a little, you know, some of these things. Because trained boys marrying trained girls means a healthy society. You understand? Yes. Untrained boys marrying trained girls, it's a chaotic society like this. You get the point.
I understand. So we move on to the prejudice for workplace. Okay. Let's talk about even for pay. Like when I mean pay, salary. You know, say they appear for salary too. They appear for positions. And also, I also add this one so that you go answer them together. How women are sometimes portrayed in adverts, musical videos and films and the rest of them. You know, say, like normally if you watch like a normal, I cannot say normal, if you watch music videos, the women, the way they dress and the way the men are dressed are different. Okay. We'll talk about that.
Okay, so the first thing is this one now, women I go bring this one too. Fine. The first thing is if you no train your woman to know who she be, the world will tell them who she supposed to be. You understand? Yeah. So I would say again, it goes back to what the person. So you know, this workplace thing. They say oil they flow from head, right? Yeah. So which means the head of the business or the owner of that business, maybe not the way they think. Now they form the culture of the
workplace,
of the organization.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah. So waiting that thing means say if the person where they lead the organization, they feel say women, you know, bad women are useless, women are it go affect the policies. And by the way, I want to say shout out to every organization where they gender inclusive. First thing, you understand, regardless of what sector.
As far as you know what you're doing.
As far as you know what you're, where they give women the opportunity, the chance to, you know, grow and express their skills and talents in the given areas. But this thing, a man who, make I not call him, but a person who doesn't see the uniqueness of the woman. Every gender is unique. Yeah. Yes. Every gender is unique. I tell single moms, you can't be a man.
You can't. No, you can't.
Do you understand? No matter how much you raise that child, there is a vacuum in the heart of that boy, in the shape of the girl, in the shape of her father. Do you get? Yes. So you can't be a man. It's impossible. However, you can play certain roles, but that does not make you what?
The mother and the father.
The mother and the father. You can play these roles, but then you know go mean say when they celebrate Father's Day.
You can't celebrate yourself.
I know they understand why women go they celebrate Father's Day.
I am the queen, I am the king.
Please, I no understand them. Because you know be father. You know fit be father. No get anyhow where you go do them. You understand? We play different roles. The only way that thing fit balance now if you get like credible men wey fit play mentorship for that child. If the father no dey available, maybe he die or is an absent father or a deadbeat father, you know, you get men wey go play that role. So in the workplace, a man wey no feel say, or if the head of the organization, when no feel say women they important, it go trickle down.
Okay.
You understand? It go trickle down to the way women are treated.
Okay.
Because it's in how you explain. You're the mirror as the head of the organization. Now you be the mirror.
Yeah.
If they see the way they talk down on women, you know, everybody go copy you, right? If there are no policies that defend women, people will copy you. Then down to the way women are portrayed. It's because we allowed ourselves to be portrayed that way. We are the ones selling the narrative, you know, with the way we expose ourselves or dress, or, you know, we're the ones selling the market. We're the ones, you communicate in different ways.
Yeah.
You understand? If I meet you, you're communicating with me in 10 different ways. Number one, in the way you dress, in your body language, in your facial expression, in how you smell. You know, there are several ways that when I meet you as a person, the way you go take, I go get, you know how they say, first impression makes the longest impression last the longest, right? It is because you're communicating without actually, it's non-verbal communication. So if I'm leaving my house in the morning and I decide is my life, not the way where I feel, and I wear bra and wear pants and I walk.
Oh, you know even wear the bra at all, which is waiting the rain these days.
I'm sending a message.
Yeah.
I'm sending a message. And the more plenty women they do them, the more they go feel, okay, now the thing where they sell, so make we put them there. But you've seen music videos where they were very, you know, well suited, and it still went viral.
Yeah.
Still get millions of views and all of that. So it depends on your, will I say, your appreciation of yourself, how you perceive yourself as a woman. You get the point?
Yes.
How you, as a person, they see yourself. You know, it's your prize. In they always ask, when you go to see all these queens, we, you know, Queen of England and
royalties
and all those royalties, do you ever wonder why they don't dress that way?
Why they are always covered?
They are all, in fact, sometimes their skirts are not very shapy, you know. But why do you think? Less is always more, actually.
Drop mic. Less is always more. Okay, so we get just 1 minute. I be want to make like before we go to break actually. So I be want to make you just as a general life coach and a grief therapist. I be want make you just share any real life experience where you don't see about women prejudice against women.
Plenty. Oh my God.
If you just quickly run one in like
plenty.
In
so
like 1 minute, or make we go come back.
No, we can. We feel run at 1 minute. So we care. They take care of young widows, right? Most times when the husband dies, the things that they do these women, it's absolutely tantamount to murder. It's horrendous, you know, grabbing properties, making them drink like the dead body water, making them sit.
Those things still they happen till
oh
today.
My goodness.
Alone.
No, they're still very prevalent in 2025.
2025.
They are still very harmful. Widowhood practices are still very prevalent in 2025. You know, you see sometimes they want to transfer of ownership. Let me put it that way. So they'll say because the man die in brother day, so maybe in fact there was a particular widow.
The woman a property.
So there was a particular widow where him husband die, and they been one carry him. They don't even tell and say now waiting they want to do. They wanted to hide it. They told her to come for a meeting, and in that meeting, they were going to force her to marry the brother. Right? And eventually, when she was going for the meeting, she didn't tell her people. So her people come here, come here, say, thankfully they were from the same place.
Yeah.
Come here, say some things they, want to call for that place. Come send people. They went, but they went with security aid.
Okay.
To make sure that that kind of thing did not happen. There are so many, even this wearing black and wearing white.
Yeah.
So my question is, when people always do that, or even let me even say, they say don't leave the house until after 40 days.
Yes.
Right. So the question is this: if that woman is not working, she has no means of livelihood. So if you want to tell me that you want to keep her in the house for 40 days without food, and she has children. Do you understand? Those things are still happening. You want to tell me that, if she was your sister, I they always ask them this question. All these people where they do this thing, if not your sister,
you go let them do it.
You go let them happen.
It's so sad to hear say in 2025 they carry dead body water give widow drink. It's very, very sad. Any which ways, we need to grab some more chickily break, and then when we come back, we're going to look for how we fit take address this prejudice effectively. No go anywhere. Now still the Good Morning Naija Extra show with us when they come back. Welcome back. Now, still the Good Morning Naija Extra with this. And my name, Naija, the last one. We're going to talk about addressing prejudice against women today on the show. And I get my very beautiful woman. Beautiful, emphasis on beautiful woman. Of course, she na general life coach and also grief therapist. Now, the first time I hear grief therapist with this, I never knew it was a thing. Although I always tell people, if they go through grief, allow yourself go through that. I'm correct, right? I'm not a therapist, but at least I try small, they give advice. But if you follow my advice, you end up on the wrong, no vex. Okay, so before we go that break, I've been talking to talk about how we address this prejudice effectively. Because if we know they intentional about them, I just feel say everything we talk today go just be like say we pour water from top tortoise back. Because I know if you believe say in 2025, I talk in voice of one of the famous prophets for inside body. In 2025, we still they bath dead body, give person drink. How we take fit address this thing effectively? Okay, so the first one is education and awareness. The more we have people who go inside all these villages, to create awareness, these kinds of shows, to educate people on what the thing is. Sometimes people just they grow, but they don't really know much. You understand? People just they grow. This talk where you talk like small talk like this, people. No, but so if a person feel big like this whole studio, and then you don't know anything. You know that a lot of people that died at 75 actually died at 25. So the remaining 50 years they are living, but they are dead. So what it means is that they stop learning at 25. Oh, because when you stop learning, you start dying. I mean, want me you break them down like that. Yeah. So I did try think the other way too. when you stop learning, you start dying. So education and awareness is very, very, very important. And then policies. Make the government help us. Policies that will encourage, the female gender. Not just policies, but enforcing that these things are actually being implemented, are actually, being taken seriously. We get many policies where they say they don't, but the thing they work. And then challenging stereotypes. For example, if you be person and somebody for your house or your place, your brother wife, your brother die.
challenge that stereotype. When they say, no, she has to sit in the house for 40 days, ask them why. The truth is that when you ask that question, why, they can't answer it. Why? Because we are being oppressed by dead people. We are being oppressed by dead ancestors. That's the truth. You know, we just do these things, but nobody knows why. Why are we doing it? Do you understand?
Yes.
So challenge stereotypes against women. You know, why shouldn't I allow my child to be an aeronautic engineer?
Okay.
You get the point?
Yeah.
So the more you challenge these things, the more you realize that, you know, some of these things we're just carrying on doing them without actually, there's no solid foundation. Some of these cultures that were, you know, were being practiced,
yeah,
are so obsolete.
Yeah.
You know, why are they still existing? Then the other one is women empowerment. It doesn't have to be that, oh, you have big money to go and start, but you can buy from women-led businesses.
Okay.
You know, when you see a women-led enterprise, business,
you encourage
non-profit, you can come and you can encourage and say, I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
Because I have a daughter and I want my daughter to, you know, that kind of, you can even, there are still people whose school fees are 10,000 naira. You can pick 3 girl children and say, oh, because of, you understand what I'm saying? Just as a part of encouragement. Then the other thing is to make sure that institutions are held accountable. People are held accountable. We've seen a lot of femicide. It's so heartbreaking. You understand? It's so heartbreaking. So if we can hold people accountable, institutions accountable for some of these acts, I think it would reduce, you know, this prejudice issue.
Where
women they experience. It will reduce them very, very well. So now the thing where I get to talk with that.
Thank you so very much for coming, Diana Qalu.
Thank you.
With the Q.
Yes.
Never to forget that. Thank you so much also saying you join us on the show today. Very big thank you to you. A very big thank you for the good things where you did do for women in your own way with your NGOs. God bless you.
Thank you.
Hope so it's no distressful for you to come here.
No.
And you are all right. Okay. So that here we'll draw the curtain for today on top the Good Morning Naija Extra show. Till we'll come your way again. Don't forget, say my name, Naseyene, the last one. Please try to break the stereotype, educate women, empower women, and also if you know say you day out there and you day involved in policy making. Also, I think it's there which I want to leave that matter for more tires. But any which way where you feel help contribute to make sure say this prejudice against women fee end. Please go ahead to do that. Till we come again next time. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.